Good morning, everyone, or good afternoon, everyone, depending on when they will show this video. I'm very happy to speak with all of you today. Thank you so much for tuning in. I hope that you will be interested and I will be able to engage you throughout this session. I'd also like to thank Lamudi. Lamudi, thank you so much for inviting me, for allowing me to speak with all of you today, to discuss about my passion, to discuss about our company, and to give tips and tricks on sanitation and disinfection, especially now in the time of the new normal. Without further ado, I would like to give you a brief on what I will discuss. So if you're not interested, you can already skip. Or if you're interested, you would have at least an idea what I will be discussing. My topic is about the importance of sanitation and disinfection in the new normal. The brief history of cleaning companies, how it flourished, how it started, what are the trends that influence the growth of this specific industry, especially in the Philippines. I'd also discuss the steps that we do in the company in Clean All PH to sanitize and disinfect our homes properly. I would also give you tips on how you can do it on your own. DIY disinfection and sanitation that could be as effective as how we do it. Then I would also advise you on what disinfectant chemicals to use and what to look out for. And finally, I'd give you an advice on choosing the right service provider for cleaning, disinfection, and sanitation. To start, maybe it's but proper to introduce myself. Hello everyone, my name is Leslie Ann Becerra and I am the Chief Marketing Officer of Clean All PH. Clean All PH is your premier cleaning, disinfection, and sanitation company in the Philippines. You can get in touch with us if you wish to know more about our services, or if you want to book, or if you want to check out our activities and our clients. You can contact us at any of the following avenues. The first one will be our website, www.cleanall.ph. More active on our social media, Facebook and Instagram, that is at cleanall.ph. And then we also have our email, wecare@cleanall.ph. You can contact us via phone. We have 24/7 call center which can assist you in any of your needs. You can get the numbers on our social media and also on our website. Probably heard about us. We've probably worked with you already. You would have seen us on Facebook when you were scrolling or when you were searching for disinfection services or cleaning services. When we started, the cleaning industry is quite young in the Philippines. Basically, the cleaning industry are those companies which provide several janitors to the big companies, and their contract would last about 1 year or 2 years or whatever it is in their contract. So basically, it's B2B, business to business that way. But when we came in, the cleaning industry became more retail, became more residential. It became more affordable and accessible to the common Filipino. Why? What are the changes that transpired for the cleaning industry to develop this way? Previous to the cleaning industry evolving in how I have mentioned earlier, the residential living in the Philippines is quite different. Previously in the Philippines, you'll have single detached houses or townhouses in villages. That's where most families live. They have bigger spaces that can accommodate not only the family but also hired help comfortably and inexpensively. So if you have your single detached space or if you have your townhouse, it becomes less expensive and easier for you to hire a maid to do the cleaning, sanitation, and disinfection amongst other chores that they can do. However, as the trend wherein the workforce would want to work as close to their workplace as possible due to the traffic, due to the stress of living further away from your workplace, condo living grew in popularity. So most people, most young professionals, even the families who are already settled further away from the city would want to transfer nearer the central business districts and exchange their comfortable space in their provinces in exchange for a condo space. And as you all know, condo spaces, not all, but most of it are small. It can only accommodate a few people. And it becomes expensive also. The purchase price is paid by the square meters. And you also pay for association dues by the square meters. Because of this, it's harder to give up a portion of that very expensive space to a third-party help. Families and family members would want to dedicate all the four corners of their condominium unit for family use. Hiring a third-party stay-in help would mean that you're not only paying for the person's salary or the person's living expenses like food and toiletries, but also their living space, which could have been used by a family member. That's where we came in. Our type of cleaning companies made it more affordable, more accessible, and more convenient for condo dwellers to avail of that service, the cleaning, sanitation, and disinfection services, without the hassles of actually having or hiring an employee. So on the commercial side, the development of the new cleaning industry, which is more retail, more affordable, more accessible, what influenced our growth really is constraints of the labor code. This is purely my opinion, but I believe most of the constraints of the labor code would want businesses focus more on employees that are directly related to their companies. If you are an owner of a construction company, you would want to spend all your efforts on construction workers, on your engineers, on your office staff. If you're a financial company, you would want to spend all your efforts on your financial analysts, your accountants, and your office staff. For big businesses, this also influenced the trend wherein instead of hiring in-house cleaners, they would go to us. We were also able to change the paradigm for big businesses in terms of hiring cleaning help by giving them more flexibility. For example, we have a budget today and we want our company to have a general cleaning today, and we have a need. Somebody tested positive for COVID and we need disinfection services today. We do not know if we will need it next week or we will need it next month, but we just need that service today. That one we can provide. So there. Those are the trends which influence the development of the cleaning industry. So to sum it all up, families are more keen on hiring third-party help, stay out, hired help, instead of stay-in maids because of the convenience and affordability and the flexibility of it. Secondly, for businesses, they would want the flexibility to not be in a cleaning contract for so long. They would want the flexibility to hire when they need and only when they need it. Fast forward to 2020, where the COVID-19 pandemic engulfed our nation. So this is a very unfortunate event. Became a challenge for cleaning companies to step up to be able to be at the forefront of the COVID-19 battle. We are not medical frontliners, definitely, but we are one of the contributors. Just to share, the first lockdown in 2020 happened. Cleaning, sanitation, and disinfection companies also closed down because there was little to no information on what this COVID-19 is. Everyone was fear-stricken. Even the bigger cleaning companies like us closed down just to regroup and check how we can start the operations and how we can help our competitors close down temporarily just to regroup and check how we can how we can evolve the business. And not only how to evolve the business, but also how to be of service during this time. Although the COVID-19 challenge is unprecedented, it also gave us unprecedented opportunity to be able to transform our business, so much so that it does not only earn income, but also help. Disinfection is one of the more important industries during this time. And it is incumbent upon us to evolve our services so much so that we can adapt to the challenges that we are facing today. We came back to the market strong, offering our services as frontliners in the time of the pandemic. We used the first 2 months to coordinate with the government authorities, as well as healthcare professionals and various health organizations and suppliers to come up with a service which will really cater to the present needs of the Filipino society. The 5-step disinfection does not only comply with the US CDC or the Center for Disease Control, as well as the DOH Health Advisory, proper sanitation and disinfection procedures. It goes beyond it. We've taken all the steps that was required by the US CDC and the DOH, as well as to add in some of our procedures that have been effective in the past in killing bacteria, and microbes, etc. So we wanted to ensure that we provide the best service for our client. The 5-step disinfection composes of 5 steps. The first one is to wipe and soak all high traffic areas. The second one is to use ULV sprayer, ultra low volume sprayer, to spray your disinfectant. Third is to steam any absorbent areas using our 170 degrees Celsius steamer. Fourth is to fumigate the air with our antimicrobial fogger. And fifth one is to use our hospital-grade UV light. The first one is to wipe and soak all high traffic areas and lateral areas. So what are the high traffic areas and what are the lateral areas? High traffic areas are the areas that you usually touch. Keyboards in offices or keyboards in your home office, your light switches, your handles, your doorknobs, that's your high traffic areas. Lateral areas would mean your lateral surfaces. So you have your tables, your cabinets, the top of your cabinets. Why? Why do we need to wipe all the lateral areas and wipe the high traffic areas? Why not just spray your disinfectant right away? The US CDC and the DOH said that we need to remove all physical visible debris where COVID-19 or SARS-CoV-2 virus may hide when we spray the disinfectant. The second step is to spray your chemicals. In Clean All PH, we use a ULV sprayer. This is your ultra low volume sprayer which sprays fine mists. This makes it more effective for the disinfectant to spread. The fine mists that comes out of the ULV sprayer can go to the hard to reach areas like the crevices of your floor, crevices of your cabinets, so in betweens of two furnitures. At home, you can also do this step. Now, you just have to have the right chemical and you can use your home sprayer like your alcohol sprayer or whatever sprayer you have at home. But of course, if you hire a company to do the disinfection, since you're already paying premium, it's best that you check out their machines because that's the edge of bigger cleaning companies. They have the right machines. And that's important because that's the reason why you pay premium. So if you hire a company and they do not have the right machines, then there is no need for them. There's no edge. There's no reason why you'll have to pay premium if you'll just receive the same services that you can DIY at home. So that's one of the things that you also need to take into consideration when you're choosing your service provider. They should have the complete machines. Complete, right, and very modern machines. When it comes to choosing your disinfectant, Clean All PH has its own partnership with a very good disinfectant company. If you wish to hire us as your disinfection service provider, we can readily give you that information. Third step, this is one of the examples of the steps that we added to the US CDC and DOH recommended procedure, because this has proven effective in our services prior to the pandemic. When we clean upholstered areas like your sofa or your mattresses, prior to the pandemic, we already used the steaming method. Using a machine, we apply 170 degrees Celsius steam to kill microbes, dust mite, make the cleaning more effective as like an added value to the services that the client has paid for. The fourth step is the fumigation. So we've covered the areas, the high traffic areas, the crevices, the surfaces, upholstered items, basically anything and everything that you have at home, we are able to disinfect. What we haven't covered yet is the air. There are some studies which would say that this COVID or SARS-CoV-2 virus is airborne. Because of the conditions of the areas where it is present, it becomes airborne. We do not want to leave that to chance. No? So this is again one of the additional steps that we added on the 5-step disinfection procedure that we made. This is to fumigate the air using our antimicrobial fogger. The disinfectant that we use all throughout the procedure is the same. This is safe for humans to inhale, to ingest. This is food grade, so we can use this in food plants or washing your vegetables and washing your fruit. Very safe for human ingestion, and it's very effective based on its MSDS. MSDS is your Material Safety Data Sheet. This is the one presented by the company manufacturing the disinfectant, which shows the proof of its effectivity in terms of killing whatever it is that they stated there. So in this case, it's SARS-CoV. This is an additional step. We are already doing it before the pandemic, and we think that this is all still helpful. The 5th step is your UV light treatment. So UV light treatment or ultraviolet light treatment had been proven in the past to be an effective antimicrobial agent. No? So you have babies at home, you're familiar with the UV light chambers, which replace sterilization. Modern moms, as they say, would use, instead of sterilization, they would use UV light in a chamber to kill any germs, bacteria, or viruses that may remain in the bottle. In terms of UV light treatments that can cater to bigger floor areas, and that's what we have. In Clean All PH, we have the hospital grade ones, which can cater to bigger areas at one time. Because it kills microbes in a cellular level. It's not safe to be in the same area as when the UV light treatment is ongoing. So you'd go there only after letting that area rest after the procedure. Staff well-trained and well-informed about all of this, and they will be the ones to guide you every step of the way. All our steps, the 1st until the 4th one, are all safe for babies, newborns, seniors, those with comorbidities. The UV light is also safe, but you can't be in the same place while the treatment is ongoing. So you have to hire the right company with the right training, with the right staff, with the right machines, and with the right chemicals, so that the value, efficacy of the procedures that will be done to your homes or offices would be at par with the international standards of disinfection. I've also mentioned that I will discuss what to look out for in chemicals. It's about the MSDS. Of course, the usual things that you must look at in a chemical is, number 1, authenticity. So don't buy from unregistered and unauthorized companies. Make sure that your company is SEC or DTI registered, that going concern is a going business, it's a legitimate business. Make sure also that your chemical is FDA approved and that health organizations are endorsing it for SARS-CoV-2 disinfection. Research what is best for you. There are chemicals that you can buy off the shelves from like groceries, but it's not fit for your need. When all else fail, like for example, you do not have a source of a reputable company, you do not have the means to import from a reputable company, and you don't think that the commercial off-the-shelves product fits your need, hire a reputable cleaning company to do all those researches for you. For us at Clean All PH, we are partnered with the right company, with the right FDA approvals, registrations, etc. They are backed up with so much documents that not trusting them is not an option. We've come to the final part of my speaking engagement, and I've promised to give you tips and tricks on how to choose the right service provider. So this becomes important now that many cleaning companies has just sprung up because of the unprecedented requirement of disinfection, sanitation, and cleaning. Now, most of it brought about by the COVID-19 pandemic. So here are just some tips which you need to consider because you're paying good money for it and you should be able to get value to what you are paying for. Choose the right cleaning company and you choose your health. First tip is to make sure that the company is registered and legitimate. It has receipts and you can get back to them if they fail you. There's an entity which can be accountable for whatever mistakes or back jobs that may occur. Check their registration with the BIR, check their registration with the SEC or the DTI. In Clean All PH, this is first of the few documents that we give our clients. Number 2, the second thing that you need to check in a cleaning company is to make sure that they have the track record. It's not easy to check the track record of the company if you're doing or you're hiring them one time. Now, what you can do to make this job easier is to check out their social media. Check how long they've been in the industry. Check all the reviews in the page. Check how many are happy about their services. And if there are people who are unhappy about their services, check if they reply. Check on how they explain to the unsatisfied client. So that's how you check the track record. Of course, no company is perfect. There will always be 1, 2, or many bad reviews. A company's track record is tested on how they are able to handle complaints. So you can also check that. Number 3, okay, so if you hire a cleaning company, it is a must that you check if they have the machines, the modern machines that make the cleaning, disinfection, and sanitation that they do more effective than doing it at home. Fourth tip is make sure that the staff are trained. Staff are trained on the procedure. The staff are trained on the machines. The staff are trained on how to handle the chemicals. And the staff are trained on how to handle the clients, the COVID-19 protocol. Social distancing, for instance. Make sure that your cleaners or the staff members of the cleaning company are serviced from their office to your homes, not commuting with the rest of the population. No? Number 2 is make sure that they are in complete PPE, headgear, face mask, face shield, bunny suits, and foot covers. Next, that they are tested. So the number 1 thing that a cleaning, disinfection, and sanitation company is doing is to disinfect your home. The least thing that we want to do is to bring the infection to your homes. If the company is exercising and doing these protocols, then there is less likelihood that it will be a source of transmission. Again, those are my tips and tricks on choosing the right service provider. Number 1, make sure they're legitimate. Number 2, check their track record. Number 3, make sure that their staff are trained. Number 4, make sure that they have the right machines and chemicals. And number 5, make sure that they are exercising the minimum COVID-19 protocols that are being implemented by the government. All these 5 tips, you are able to choose with ease which cleaning company you would choose to disinfect or to clean your homes. It goes without saying that all these qualities of a good cleaning company is with Clean All PH. So as a cleaning company, we are registered and legitimate. We have a track record. We also have the proper machines and chemicals. All of these are documented and are readily available for our clients. We also have trained staff for the machines, for the chemicals, and for the procedure. And we exercise the COVID-19 protocols to the letter. All our staff are serviced directly from the office to your homes without any services in between to avoid cross-contamination. We also have complete PPE that includes your headgear, your bunny suit, your mask, your face shield, and your foot covers. And they are also tested to ensure that we provide you with the best service and with the safest service that we can provide. So if you're interested to hire us and to be one of our clients, please do not hesitate to contact us, whether it be for cleaning, for disinfection, for sanitation, for upholstery deep cleaning, post-construction cleaning, whatever cleaning that you require. Remember, one call, we clean it all. So I'll just repeat all the avenues where you can contact us. That's our website, www.cleanall.ph. We also have our social media at cleanall.ph. That's Facebook and Instagram. And we also have our email, wecare@cleanall.ph. We really hope that we are able to receive your requests soon and that you can try all the services that we have painstakingly perfected and improved for the benefit of our clients. So thank you so much for listening to me today, for giving me a time in your very hectic day. And I hope I was able to give some tips, tricks, and explain the importance of disinfection, sanitation, and cleaning during the new normal, as I've promised. So Lamudi, again, thank you so much for giving me this opportunity, and I hope I am able to be invited in the next events to come. Thank you, everyone. Have a great day.